So let's get started. This is our April new coach call. I'm going to start now as some girls start to hop on because I do want to respect everyone's time because this is short, simple, to the point, just like what you need to get started. Also, my name is not Emily, it's Gabby. I'm using Emily's Zoom because this is the same Zoom that we're going to be using every week. Every week, every Sunday. So the reason that we moved the call to today is because yesterday was Easter and we wanted to respect everyone's time with family. But they will be on Sunday, so there will be another one on Sunday. We're not sure on the speakers yet, but it'll happen. Okay, so whatever you don't learn here and you want to like get more info, you can join as many as you want. Okay, so I was looking at the screen. I need to look at this one. I always do that. Okay, so we are just going to give you like the nitty gritty, easy stuff to get started with. We're obviously in our new coach mentorship, and it started today. So if you haven't yet, please go and craft up your coming out post. If you need examples, there's examples in the caption. And someone, I don't remember who it was, but she posted like, I'm probably overthinking it, and like, what photo should I use? And she was, honestly, you guys, it just comes from your heart. Use whatever photo you want to use that feels authentic to you, that feels natural to you. We don't want you to try and fake a post just because. That's not what we're here to do as coaches. But we want you to, if it's a sweaty selfie, or if it's a photo of you like with your kids on Easter and whatever it is, right? Don't overcomplicate it and just post with your heart, okay? But to start off with, it starts with you, okay? Your program, your nutrition, your personal development, the community. You have to help yourself before you can help others. That's so important. We do have like the vital behaviors in this business, which there's 4 vital behaviors in this business. And the number one vital behavior, okay, is be the product of the product, which in return is taking care of yourself first, right? We don't want you to lose balance with your program, right? We don't want you to lose balance with your nutrition, your personal development in the community. That's why we decided to run the new coach mentorship in the bod groups app, so that you can still track your workouts, so that you can still track your Shakeology, and that we can see that you're still being a product of the product. I know Kiana asked, like, am I allowed to post them in here? And I was like, yes, girl, we want to see them. So make sure that you are toggling your sweaty selfie and your Shakeology and all of that in the app so that we can see that, because again, it starts with you. All right. You cannot, I always say this, you have to put your oxygen mask on before you can help or inspire or motivate anyone else, right? You cannot serve from an empty cup, okay? Just going ahead to mute people. Okay, cool. You cannot serve from an empty cup, okay? So I'm just gonna go into this one. I'll mute myself.
Like she said, lean into your journey wholeheartedly, because truly that's what's gonna make you wanna scream it from the rooftops. Share your bod group. You can cross people's names out. You can say things and share what really happens because that's what's going to show people what the community is about. So allow this journey to change your life and really commit to that program. Like what program, what nutrition program, everything that you have, like book everything. Are you committed to? Because that's what's going to also encourage you to share with other women and have that confidence. This is a really action-based business. When you're taking action in your own journey, you're going to have those questions. You're going to be talking about things just like you would talk about something on Amazon, right? That you purchase from Amazon.
No.
So it's really important that you make sure that you're feeling good and confident. Like Gabby said, putting your oxygen mask on first, so that you can serve other people along your journey, not just with Beachbody, but also in your family, right? And you can talk about that. How is it helping your kids? How is it helping your relationship, your friendships, all those things.
Perfect. Okay, so why isn't it going? Click. Okay. Right.
Someone's unmuted.
Okay, yeah, let me just make sure everyone's muted. Okay, perfect. All right. All right, so the next thing is share like wildfire, okay? The best part of this business is that you get to be you get to be authentically who you are. There's no right way to be a coach. I think that the best part about being a coach is that, and you know, this is very common. People are like, oh, it's saturated. There's so many people. Everyone's a coach. Yes, but no. You get to be your brand, who you are. There's no one else like you, and you are you. And that's the best part about coaching, right? Share like wildfire. Be intentional. Not just what you're doing, but why are you doing it, right? Why are you working out? Why are you choosing to eat healthier, find balance? Why are you choosing to be mindset over ultimate portion fix? Why are you choosing, you know, I don't know, 9 a week or over NBF? Or why are you choosing to do Let's Get Up, right? These are some things that you can share. Not just what you're doing, but why you're doing it is super important, because people are going to align with that why, right? Share what makes you you, not just the workouts, not just Beachbody, right? Beachbody is the opportunity, right? Beachbody is the opportunity, but you are the reason that someone is going to come to your social media, right? And they're going to say, oh my gosh, you know, Emma, just the way that she shares her why, she's a mom, she's pregnant, I relate to that. It's relatable, right? And it's not, yes, she does the workouts, yes, she drinks Shakeology, all of that, but I like her vibe, I like her style, I like what she, you know, represents. And that's what I was drawn to Emma about, right? Like, Emma's my personal coach, and that's what I was drawn, because she was consistent, because she showed up every day. I truly felt like if I were to sign up with Emma, she wasn't going to ghost me, you know? And I see that happen all the time with coaches who come to me and they're like, I signed up with my coach and she's nowhere to be found. And it's like, that breaks my heart, because there are a lot of women in this that love it and truly want to be here because they truly want to help other women, right? So show up consistently and be genuine. Share what you want to see and what you love, not what other people want to see, not what other people love, what you love. All right. Remember, perfect is not real. Okay. Perfect is not real. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have the perfect caption, the perfect post, the perfect Instagram story. My Instagram did not look the way that it looks now 3.5 years ago. Okay. I didn't even use filters. I don't even think I think I posted like 5 times in one day. Okay, so like, it doesn't matter as long as you're getting your story, your journey, and why you're doing it, and not just Beachbody, right? You're sharing other things like family and friends and, you know, stuff like that. Like, I always say this, right? These are like my secret tips, okay? How can I make someone laugh? How can I inspire someone? How can I make someone feel? And you know, like, I always ask myself that before I post, right? And if it's not adding value, like, do I add value every day? Maybe not, but I try and add value where I can. And the where you can add value is by sharing what you're doing and why you're doing it. Okay. So people are going to join you because of you, not because of Beachbody, not because of Shakeology. They can honestly go online to teambeachbody.com and order it without you, right? They want to sign up with you. Why do they want to do that? Right? Okay. So Emma, sorry, go ahead. I almost went ahead of it.
No, you're fine. I mean, really, it's really the same, like what you just shared is when you're posting before, ask those questions to yourself, because if you're not showing the value to people, they need to see it for themselves. When people are investing, like, think about a purchase that you invest in, right? It's normally an emotional purchase or something that you need, right? Like, you either want it or you need it. And so why does someone want to join your challenge group? What about your group makes it so special? You know, is it the weekly meal plans? Is it that you do the spirit week? Is it that you're doing all these things? So what is going to bring someone joy, like Gabby said, and make them laugh? Don't like coach overload. It shouldn't be all coaches that you follow and that you are, you know, like, be a part of our group, our mentorship, and really have your blinders on. Like Gabby was saying, making sure that you are authentic for yourself. What is who are the people you want to work with? Who are the people that you want to attract? You know, maybe having that, like, you know, they say, right, like a missing person's identity sign. So it's like, if someone was missing, who like that you'd be looking for, right? Like, describe that person so much that you would have to describe it to someone, say that they were missing. And so having that, you know, perception in your brain when you're making these posts can help you. And if you ever need help and you want us to look over things, share in the team page, ask your coach to look over a post. I know sometimes that helps build confidence, and, you know, some words and things can be tweaked and help the post just be maybe a little bit more like and a little bit better. And that's just the way of consistency that you're going to get better. And then you won't have to ask. But at the beginning, it's really normal to have a lot more questions of like, how does this sound? Am I doing this right? You know, and there's, again, no right way, but I understand wanting to feel that confidence when it comes to creating and cultivating those posts, because I do think it's a learned thing. I don't think that I was necessarily great with words at the very beginning. But again, you just share from your heart. You just share what comes to your mind, and that's going to attract your people. And that's what you want. And if you don't attract them, that's fine. They're not your people, and that's what you want.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, I still think today, to this day, I overthink my posts, and it's natural to do that. Like, I will take 5 photos and I'll send them to Emma and be like, which one do you like best? And then I think about it and I'm like, why do I care? Like, just post one of them or post all 3 of them. You could do that now, you know, like on Cartwheel. So, you know, it happens to us too. Don't look at us and think that we're perfect. But you know, you have that community, you have your coach to reach out to and be like, hey, like, hi, I'm new here. Like, we know that, but like, hi, I'm new here. Is this good? Because we did it too. We still do it. Okay. So don't be scared to ask your coach about a post if you're nervous. Okay. Be social on social media. I know, wild, right? But engaging on people's posts and stories, which means commenting, liking, messaging them. One of Emma's top coaches, actually, she messaged her about a pair of sneakers that she liked, and now she's one of Emma's, you know, top coaches on her team. And I think Emma and I conversated over something, I don't even remember what, but it definitely wasn't about Beachbody. What was it? I see you moving your lips.
I think it was weddings.
It was weddings. I think it was. So, you know, like that's how simple it is. You know, like, you're on social media to be social. It's really not all the time. Like, when we get to that part of your training, we don't train you to send a cold message to be like, hey, you know, to follow someone and then go ahead and invite them. We don't teach you to do that. We want you to engage with them. We want you to learn to get to know them, to see if you have anything in common, right? We don't want you to have anyone on your team or in your groups that you personally would not hang out with outside of Beachbody, right? Like, if you think about it, right? So, but how you start is you engage on their posts and on their stories, all right? Commenting, like, I love, like, on Easter yesterday, it was so much fun just going through everyone's Easter posts and being like, oh my gosh, you know, I saw so many cute baby outfits. Hi, I'm pregnant. I was like, send me this because I need this for next year, even though I know there's going to be new stuff out next year. I'm still like adding it to my cart. So, you know, but that creates friendship. That creates, you know, an open door to lead to an invite eventually down the road. Okay. So respond to people who show love on your content always. If someone's going to comment, spend the time to like and comment on your post, I hope that you are spending time on your profile to reply back to them and say, thank you so much for replying, or whatever they commented, right? I really hope like that you don't just like leave someone on your feed and, you know, they took the time to comment on your post and you don't reply back. Okay. Go through the explore page to find people and posts that interest you. I love going on the explore page. That's where I find most of the girls that I connect with, because I'm like, okay. And if not, I'm like, okay, I love this girl's post. I look at a couple of her posts and then I find someone else from her post. And like, that's just where I find most of my girls, right? Because I get to connect with like other moms, other Target like lovers, other, Florida girls, whatever it is, right? Whatever your jam is. Follow those you have something in common with and enjoy their content, right? Connect with old friends and see what's going on in their lives. When I first started, I actually was so nervous to invite and to like put myself out there, because I felt like I wasn't ready. I felt like I wasn't at the perfect weight to be a successful coach. I didn't feel like I was at, the most toned. I didn't feel like, I was XYZ, but that was all so false. Everyone that joined me in the beginning of my coaching career were girls that saw me show up for myself every single morning when I was doing 80-day obsession. And slowly but surely, they were like, hey, Gabby, oh my gosh, I've seen you show up every single morning. You look amazing. What program is this? Right? Like, and if I go back to my 80-day obsession post, I'd probably be like, I don't look that amazing, right? But like other people saw it. And sometimes we're so stuck in our own heads that we don't see it. Other people see it first. And that's what you have to remember, that you're showing up every single day. And when you're putting yourself out there, you're inspiring another you, right? Another, for example, me, I suffer from anxiety and depression. And I was connecting with other women who also suffer, who now are like, this is my outlet. Like, it's not a cure, but this is my outlet. This is how I work through my anxiety. This is how I work through my depression, right? I show up for myself and I make sure that I pour into my cup first before I can pour into my family, my friends, my boyfriend, all of XYZ, right? So be social on social media. You will inspire someone else.
Yeah, and I love that, because this morning on the National Wake Up Call, which if you have not listened to that, shameless plug, go listen to that. Make sure you listen to it in the morning or the recording. They have a podcast. But she said people are on social media to be social, right? Like, that's the point. If they were not on social media, they don't have to be on social media. They can choose to not be. They can choose to just deactivate all that. So it's like, people want to be social, right? There's a Bumble BFF, for goodness sakes. You can go find a BFF on a Bumble, like a dating app. Like, people are looking for that community and those relationships. That's what I was looking for at the beginning of my journey, was because of having a kid so young. I just needed more positive people in my life. And I never realized that that's what this was going to give me. I really thought that I was just getting a workout program. And then I joined the community. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So again, listen to this and who to invite, your dirt list. Those are the people, right? Who do you want in your challenge group? Those watching your stories, your posts, your friends, making sure you're sharing on both your Instagram and your Facebook. I stopped sharing on my Facebook for a while on my stories. And I've actually gotten a lot of people lately on my Facebook asking me what I'm doing, because it's been connected. And I actually used to only pick and choose what I shared on Facebook, and I would share more on Instagram, and I stopped doing that because I realized, like, what's the point, right? Like, why not share everything on Facebook as well? And I went back to my personal page as well. I know I still have a business page, but so don't like miss out on that, because there are still people that are actively on Facebook that watch stories, and I did not realize people were watching stories on Facebook. So write down your dirt list, like who would buy dirt from you? If you did anything, like we're selling Girl Scout cookies, shared an Amazon link, anything, like who are those people that are your ride or die, right? And then also, when inviting, invite how you want to be invited. How would you want to be approached? And you may have had an experience like this. Think back to an experience that you had a great experience with, and that you've maybe had not such a great experience with, and think about what you want to learn from both of those things and take away into your conversations. There's also a lot of podcasts about this, so this is something you'll learn over time. Like, I don't want you to think that this is just like a one-time thing and you got it down, because it's definitely taking me time to like learn what feels authentic for me when it comes to inviting. But when you can take away that emotion and know that you're here to serve them and you're here to guide them, and this has nothing to do with you and everything to do about them, inviting them to this will not be hard and scary, because you'll know that this is all for them. So go for now. It takes about 10 no's to get one yes. There's a book about this. It's a super quick read. And it's something that can help you if you struggle with getting no's, the rejection, all that, because there's going to be things as well in your business that you're going to have to work through when it comes to that, like rejection and the fear of all of those things. There's still things that we work through. That's why personal development is so vital. Because if you're not doing personal development, it's going to be hard for you to continue to grow. So, you okay over there?
No, I was like, oh, I think Emily's trying to sign in because it's signing me out. And I was like, oh no. It's really fine. Okay. So yes, all of the things. But really that book is amazing because I struggled with no for so long. You guys, I used to not ask my parents if I could go somewhere with my friends because I was so scared they were going to say no that I would just suffer in my room by myself. And it was like, if I would have just asked, I probably would have had a dope social life in high school. Like I'm just saying. So just guys, like if Emma didn't invite me for 4 years, right? If she would have hid behind me saying no every single time for 4 years, I would not be here, right? But she continued to show me the way. She continued to open that door for me. And even though I said no, even though I ghosted her, I'm still here, right? Okay. So know that we all start somewhere. You are. Know that we all start where you are. Why can I not read today? With that, with what you have and feeling how you feel right now. Well, words are hard, apparently. All right, so make a commitment to yourself and go all in, okay? Like literally I'm telling you, draw the line in the sand right now, right? Tell yourself, I'm going all in. I'm going to learn the way. I'm going to fail, but I'm going to fail forward, okay? Because you will fail in this business. We have all failed multiple times. We've all gotten to know. We've all been ghosted, all right? But we always continue to lean in to our belief over fear, all right? Guys, fear is so deep in a lot of people's hearts right now. Like I will not even joke about it. But I'm telling you, like you cannot let fear control your life. I'm talking about like outside of this business in general, you cannot let fear control your life. Okay. If you need to borrow belief, we will let you borrow our belief. All right. This business changed my life. This business changed my health, my fitness, my nutrition, like all the things that I was doing before. Like, you guys, I was taking like weight loss pills. I was like working out for like 7 days a week for 2 hours. And like, that is not health, right? And like so many people right now are suffering from so many things that we have this opportunity to give them that could literally change their life. And there's no reason why we are going to allow fears in our heart, right? Fears in our heart. Yeah. Treat this like a business because it is. Did you hear the key word that I said at the beginning? I said, when I started my coaching career, and I say that because this is my career. This is my job. This is my business. I'm a business owner, right? And I know it sounds so foreign right now to you because when I was a new coach and I was hearing this, I'm like, yeah, right. But understand that it doesn't happen overnight. But when you start to look at it little by little as a business, even if you're like, I helped 3 people this month, like, holy cow, you're a business owner. That is huge. Someone decided to join with you, right? You might not have everything in order. You might not know what the heck you're doing, but you have the support and the women behind you who are going to lead you to success and help you help those 3 girls that signed up with you, okay? Follow the roadmap you're given and keep putting one foot in front of the other, all right? You do have a roadmap. You do have the tools and the resources and the trainings for you to be successful. Just because we're doing this new coach mentorship in the month of April doesn't mean that you cannot help 3 people this month just because you're in training right now. We want you to help 3 people in this training this month, okay? And then you can go to the next month, so April, May, and you can join the new coach training again in May, all right? And you can help another 3 people, or maybe 5, or maybe 6, right? There's no cap to your success in this business. I'm gonna repeat that. There's no cap in your success in this business. You are the business owner here, all right? Knowing that confidence is built through action only, okay? So I get this all the time. Gabby, how do you get so much confidence? Action. I took hella action when I was a new coach. And also, when I signed up, I didn't even want to be a coach. I was a discount coach. I was like, hell no, Emma, don't ask me. Like, I'm just chilling, whatever. And then I saw the opportunity and I was like, hold on a second. I hopped in 3 new coach mentorships, like I think like 6 new coach calls. And then all of a sudden I'm signing people up. And then all of a sudden, I mean, it didn't happen all of a sudden, you guys. I put action into it. But I became truly obsessed with this business and how the workouts were making me feel, how the nutrition was making me feel, how Shakeology was making me feel. And that was building my confidence, but also it was making me so obsessed that I was going on YouTube. I was like searching Emma's team page for like resources and tools to help me be successful, right? That action built my confidence. Okay. So be okay with failing forward. Take messy action and learn through it, right? You are going to fail. I'm not going to lie. Like if I were to lie, I'd be a shitty coach because you are going to fail, and that's okay. You have to look at that failure. You have 2 options. You fail or you quit, right? Or you fail and you learn and you grow, right? So you get to choose. Right? Do you want to be a quitter or do you want to take what you think you failed, right? I don't even consider it failing because you're learning. But that's what you get. And to end with this, because I do want to say, follow the roadmap, lean belief into fear. I want you guys to do something. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror after this call. Okay. And I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and that the person looking back at you is the only person responsible for your success in this business. Okay? All right? Cool. I saw that in the hallway in my school today, and I was like, I like that. Okay, go ahead, Emma.
I like that. I love that it was in your school. Yes, and like Gabby said too, like for next month, that's what you're doing right now in the month of April with helping people get started is going to help you in those months because you're going to have follow-ups, which leads into this. There's going to be different sections of the daily tracker. So making sure you're using one of these. We have both that are available. One is Beachbody provided. One is one that we found from another coach in the network who is awesome, and we've all fallen in love with it, or at least a lot of us have. Gabby has printed them out and binded them. I haven't gotten that fancy, but I have them on my desk that are just like sprawled out in like a hot mess kids color on it. I'm like, oh, awesome. You're checking off boxes for me. Thanks. And it's fun actually. If you have kids, you get to talk to them about these things, like showing them what you're doing. My kids know my phone is work. They know what I'm doing on my phone is all those things. And they now also have an option for your daily activity tracker in your back office. So when you go to grow my business in your back office, you go down to the tracker. It's the very last one. And it's cool because it shows you a percentage of like how much you've accomplished that day. And it helps you have like a target of, accomplishing whatever you want to accomplish that day. And I want to just like point something out too, is a lot of times people are like, oh my gosh, like, do I have to check off all the boxes every single day? No, like this is something for you to do at least the section 2 is what you really want to focus on and pick a certain topic or follow-up or invite or connection for that day to focus on. Of course, you can do more, but making sure you're at least doing one of those things every single day to build that consistency. I put in the chat that consistency and confidence is like a muscle. You have to really build and work that out, that muscle, to create that and create that momentum. So using this is going to help you. And one of the reasons I really like the tracker on the right is because each day there's a posting option that you can follow. So it kind of gives you an idea. So like Monday you post about coaching, Tuesday you post about your family, Wednesday you post like a meal or some like healthy recipe, so it gives you prompts and ideas of what to do, but it also focuses on like taking a day to shut off, making sure you're taking care of yourself, all of those things that are really important for your wellness, not just fitness and nutrition, but water and, rest and things like that, because that is definitely important too. So this is like if you were to go to and get any new job, you would have a training and you would also have a system. They would give you something. That's what this is for. That's also what Success Club is for. We'll talk about later. But again, these systems are to help you be successful and to help you build your business, which is going to create that longevity in your life, which is hopefully something that you want.
Yeah, and you guys, I'm a substitute. My last day is June 9th. Not that that matters, but I follow a tracker while I'm a substitute. I follow a guideline every single day. I'm given a folder with a tracker, like make sure you do this, right? So what is the difference? Like this is the same, okay? Like we said, treat this like a business. And also you want to be tracking your work, right? So you want to be tracking, how many messages did you send out? How many invites did you send out? How many people did you connect with? And it even gives you like a little timer and even says like aim for at least 20 people. Okay. So if you can commit to, I'm not gonna say if, you will commit to like 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Sometimes we do like, we hop on, we call them power hours, and we hop on, we're like, hey, let's get our tracker done together. Let's like check off things on our tracker. But you guys, I'm going to tell you this right now, and Emma she will agree. I wasn't using this for a very long time. I was not using this even as a 1-star diamond coach, and it showed in my business. Okay. I've been using this since the new year, and it has shown in my business. It has 10x my business so much. So when we say that the tracker works, the tracker works. We're not just sitting here telling you, we use it too, okay? So anyway, and also if this is too much for you, that's what I wanted to add. In the new coach on bod groups, in the new coach training, there is actually a new coach checklist that's a little smaller and way more like less messy than this that you can follow and print. If this is too much for you, there is a way smaller one that's super simple that you can follow. Okay, so if this stresses you out, don't be alarmed. Go to the bod group and you'll see it in there. Okay, it's a new coach checklist. So your action items, all right? Post your coming out posts on Instagram and on Facebook. All right. That is day 1 of today's new coach training. So make sure you do that. All right. Complete new coach training university. Obviously we're in day 1. So you guys were 13 days down. And then set up a one-on-one call when you're done with that. Which we'll probably reach out to you. We'll check in for that one-on-one call. Because during this training, we want you to help your first 3 people. We want you to unlock your business with the first rank / promotion of this business, which is Emerald. Make a dirt list of 50 people and reach out and invite them. Commit to your daily personal development. There's the slight edge or the compound effect. I personally, like you guys, I don't have that much time because I'm a substitute. I'm also doing coaching full time. I'm also pregnant. Like we all have our, you know what, we're all Beyonce. We all got shit going on, right? So I like to listen to my personal development in the car on my way to work. And then I also listen to it on the way home from work. I shut off the radio and I shut off all of that noise because it wasn't serving me. It wasn't adding any value to my life and it wasn't helping me. So we can give you recommendations. I listen to Keisha Fitzgerald, which is Empower Her podcast. I listen to, what's another one? Sorry, I was just thinking. But also there's Audible. Oh, the Do Your Crap podcast, which is also the same girl who created the tracker. And what else? I think those are the only 2 that are really like needed right now. And if you're looking for a book to start with, it's called Build to Last. Okay. Build to Last by Keith Callahan. All right, Emma, if you want to like snag the Amazon link and put it in the chat box, because it's amazing. Honestly, I wish I read that book as a new coach, but I read it when I first found it, and it's super thin, and you can also listen to it on Audible on the way to work if you wanted to. It's super short. I want to like listen to it again. It's so good. But you'll love it. But get in the middle of the bed, you guys, right? Like let's take messy action and let's freaking do this. All right. You're here for a reason, right? So let's go change lives. And it starts with yours, right? That's pretty much all we have tonight. Wow. I only went 4 minutes over. But does anyone have any questions or anything? I'm going to stop my share. I'm trying to find the button to do that. Stop share. Okay, cool. Does anyone have any questions? I did not read the, whoa! So many girls on. Sorry for my screens, but I don't get to see everyone when I'm sharing my screen. Cool. If you have a question, post in the chat box. Yes, the book is so good.
Before people hop off, let's take a picture really quick. If
Yeah.
you can mute your video, unmute. That way everyone's in it. If not, that's okay. And if you're driving, be safe. Totally okay if you can't. Unmute. I'm going to make this full screen. Hold on 1 second. Blow y'all up. There we go. Okay. All right, ready? It's going to be a boomerang. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. I like how I went up an octave.
I love how I say Emily Pie. Okay, so no questions. Okay, cool. So we're excited for day 2. Will there be recording posted? Yeah, Emma will post it in the team pages, and we'll post it in the new coach mentorship as well. Okay. So yay, great question, Holly. Thank you so much, ladies. And we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see your coming out post. So bye.